Hey guys, how's it going? It's Douglas here at Drown Boy Productions, and today we're going to be taking a look at the difference between the direct order and retailer copies of the Halloween Kills Michael Myers mask. So guys, recently in a lot of different forums, as well as the comment section to my review video, I've seen quite a few people stating that the masks that you directly order from Trick or Treat Studios are a different quality than those that you would pick up at Spirit Halloween. I thought this was pretty interesting, and I personally recently did end up with a direct order copy as well as my Spirit Halloween copy, and both are pretty different, so I thought let's go ahead and do a comparison video. So for those of you who have already seen my regular Halloween Kills mask review, you would know that the first mask that I picked up for the Halloween Kills mask was in fact the Spirit Halloween version. I went to my local Spirit the first day they were open, went through their entire assortment of masks, and picked out what was the best copy that they had. And while it was not a crazy good copy, it was for sure the best one they had, and still a pretty nice copy compared to others I've seen online. A lot of people commented on that video saying that that copy was one of the best ones they've seen, and I've seen quite a few, and while it was pretty nice, like I said, I would not say that it was one of the best ones out there. Just for a quick view, here's what we're looking at. It's pretty decently painted. It's got a little bit too much yellow, but other than that, not too bad. Unfortunately, most of the retailer ones do end up with creases in the hair because they are packed so tightly when they're shipped. And while you could probably pick at the hair and make it look a little bit better, for the most part, it's pretty well glued down, so you would probably need a rehaul to fix this up properly. There also is a noticeable line here at the top of the head running through the hair where the hang tag would have been attached to this mask, yet again because this is a retailer version. Other than that, my only real complaint is, I don't even know if you can really see it, but right up here, there's like a weird rectangle-like line running straight through the side of the face. I'll try to get close up so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about, but it looks to be a mold flaw that I have not noticed on any other copies I've seen in person. But overall, it's a pretty decent mask. Then, I went to Ultimate Party, where they had just recently stocked their Halloween Kills masks, and guys, there was one mask in particular that literally, as I'm shooting the video, I see it and I was like, that one. That one's way better than the rest, it looks fantastic, and I really thought about getting that mask while I was there. The only thing that really prevented me from getting that mask is that I had just bought one from Spirit, and also, the one from Ultimate Party was technically like $15 more after tax and everything. But after uploading that video, so many people commented saying, that's one of the best ones I've seen, you're an idiot, you should have picked it up. And I had my friend Jeremy message me right after that video, and he was like, dude, please go back and get that one for me. I have yet to see a stock copy that looks that nice. I gotta have that one. Please. And so I told him if I was in the area, I would go ahead and pick it up. And guys, I kind of regret making that promise because after going back, finding that same mask and purchasing it, it is a whole world of difference. The direct order copy that I picked up directly from Ultimate Party absolutely shits on the copy that I picked up from Spirit. So let me show you guys and see if you can see some of those differences. Look at that. I'm sure already at a glance you can tell it's so much better. But when you really look up close, that's when you see how much better it truly is. The first thing I want to address is the thickness of latex. A lot of people have been saying that the direct order copies are a lot thicker than the ones that you get from Spirit, and I will say throughout the years of going to Spirit, I've noticed their Trick or Treat Studios masks kind of tend to be on the thinner side, but it's not 100% one way or the other. In fact, in my case, the direct order copy is much thinner than the copy I picked up from Spirit, which is actually kind of a beefy latex pull. The next thing I want to address is the size difference. I've heard a whole lot of people saying that the direct order masks are much larger than the retailer masks, but in my case, my retailer copy is just a tad bit larger than my direct order copy. I don't even really know if you can pick up the differences on camera, as I'm sure it's just super minute, but they are almost the same exact size. The only thing I can say is this one I can just barely get on, and it kind of squeezes my face even though it's a thinner latex, whereas this one I can pull on and wear comfortably even though it is thicker latex. So you would think that it would fit a bit tighter, but it does not. Obviously Trick or Treat Studios runs multiple molds, and I'm not sure if they necessarily have different versions of molds, but I know that some of the molds do have flaws and defects that others don't. For instance, like I said, this one has that weird rectangle across the side of the face, whereas this one doesn't. Also, all the issues that one had with the hair, this one does not have. No creases, no bends, no problems. Not where the hang tag would be, if it had a hang tag, and not in the hair on the burnt side where it would have been folded. Now, thickness and size of the pulls aside, I will also state this. This mask, the direct order version, has super crisp, super clean details. Like every tiny little scratch in the very surface of the mask I can make out on this cast. This is a super, super nice cast, so I don't know if this is an earlier cast that was pulled out of a mold before it lost some detail and it just made its way to Mississippi, or I don't know if it came out of a different mold possibly, but this one, while it still does have all those same details, they're not quite as crisp, clear, and defined. So obviously if you're sending a mask off to have it rehauled by a professional artist, you want to have a mask that has a really, really nice pull. Any good artist can make a mask that even has like a decent pull, still look just as good as one with a really, really nice crisp pull, but obviously these are going to be a little bit easier to work with and look probably a lot better. But the thing is, this mask doesn't even need to be rehauled. I posted photos in different mask groups and forums, as well as like on my personal Facebook, Instagram, and even here on YouTube, and many, many, many people thought that this mask had already been rehauled. This mask is painted a bit plain, with pretty much just like your antique white for the base, a little bit of yellow here and there for the burnt parts, some black for the extra crispy parts, and it looks like just kind of a gray mist over the face with maybe a wash, but probably not a wash. So it doesn't really have a lot of the details showing. They're not super defined on this copy, mostly just white on the unburned side of the face. Whereas this one has tons of detail, many, many different layers of color in different areas of the mask, like they were very purposely painted this way, like they did just a little bit of extra detailing and shadowing inside of the lips to make you think that they are open, even though they are completely sealed. And they even added some accenting around the eyebrow to give it a slightly different color. And while it's not a huge, huge detail, little stuff like that does matter. And like I said, looking at the two of these in person, the difference is night and day. If you put these in front of any Myers fan or collector, 100%, 10 out of 10 every single time, they're going to choose this mask over this mask. I think it's also worth noting that this mask has a pretty basic, flat, matte finish, whereas this mask has a slight semi-gloss finish on the one side, and the other side has a little bit of gloss, but mostly you can kind of see how crispy it is. They really, really did a good job with the paint application. Whatever factory worker painted this mask, they love their job. They truly care about the art. They truly care about giving the customers a really nice looking mask. Seriously, whoever painted this deserves a raise, because this mask does not need to be rehauled at all. And trust me guys, there's plenty of amazing rehaul artists out there that can take a mask like this and make it look phenomenal. You've got your Rim Zaps, you've got your Seven Sin Studios, you've got your Simon Brandolinos, you've got your Jimmy Falcos. So many amazing artists out there that can fix these up and make them look better. But this mask in particular doesn't need to be rehauled. If there was anything at all on this mask that I would fix, it would maybe be the hairline, because it's just a tiny little bit crooked. Other than that, it's a pretty amazing mask, and to be honest, out of any Trick or Treat Studios mask, this is the closest to the stock image that I've ever seen. So guys, there you have it. That's my comparison video for the direct order versus retailer versions of the Halloween Kills mask. Would I say that the direct order masks are going to be consistently that much better than the retailer copies? I'm not 100%. I would like to think that there are factory workers out there that look at these masks and go, that's a much nicer one, send that to direct order. That one's not so hot, send that to retailers. But there's no way to say for sure, and I doubt Trick or Treat Studios would ever confirm it one way or the other, because it would hurt sales in one place versus the other. But beyond the possible differences between the finish or thickness of latex, the size, etc., I would say it's probably worth your time more so to direct order from Trick or Treat Studios, solely so you don't get a mask with really bent up, odd looking hair, unless of course you do intend to rehaul it for sure. So if any of you out there have picked up a Halloween Kills mask, let me know in the comment section down below whether it was a good copy, whether it was a bad copy, did you get a retail or did you get direct order? Let me know. And with that being said, there's nothing left to do but give you guys some close-ups of these masks, showing the differences. I love you all, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you next time.